Hi, welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil, and I practice every day and share my tips so we can all get better at the casino. Today, I'm starting a 7-part series on the end of table craps, the end of live games as we know it. We have a lot of problems coming up. There's problems with the casinos, there's problems with the players, and there's problems with the dealers. I want to go over each one individually in my 7-part series and explain what's going on. So I read an article that I saw a couple weeks ago, and it disturbed me to no end. I have paid a lot of money to do a lot of practice. I enjoy craps immensely. My craps crew, we love playing the game of craps. We love the live throwing of craps. I do not like playing it on the phone unless I'm practicing a betting strategy, which we never talk about. But I like the throw. I think it's the only game in the whole casino where you decide whether you believe in it or not. The live dice, an actual person is throwing some dice, and the entire table, can benefit and cheer and root for that number, right? It's the only game. Blackjack, it's individual. Slots, even roulette, unless everybody's betting the same number, we're not all in it to win it. Most people are on a pass line. Maybe you have some don'ts, and that's okay. But what I'm trying to say is this is the only team game in town that we all win if I do well, which goes beyond regular players that are mad at dice control throwers, because I'm telling you, what do you care? If I'm throwing for a long time, whether I think I'm doing it or I'm just doing it because it's random, what do you care? Just enjoy the game and enjoy the benefits of us working hourly every day to try and throw a consistent throw. So I need you guys to think of this, that the end of craps, the article talked about how the casinos aren't making money on this table game. They have to make a certain amount of money, and I want to talk about how we can get back to them making a lot of money. I want to talk about what our responsibility is as a dice controller, what your role can be, and what we can do to be better. We're aging out, right? My video, the average age people who watch my video are 65 years old. So it's proving that this isn't a young man's game. And there's a lot of reasons behind that. One, COVID killed us, right? Years of the casinos down, they come back up. Now the craps tables aren't open 24 hours. They start at like 10 or 11 o'clock. So I used to get up in the morning, go into my local casino at 5 a.m., throw with the same 3 or 4 guys that are there, get a couple throws in before work, and then I was able to do that. Also, because they're only open 11 to something, all the tables in the country are either 15 or 25. There's no $5, $10 tables anymore, which everybody's like, oh, that's good. It keeps the riffraff out. But it's bad, because the riffraff is what's going to promote this game and make people want to play. I'm not going to sit at a $25 table if I'm a newbie I have $100, right? I'm not going to a table with $100 on a $25 table. I put my pass line down. I barely can put double odds on there, and I got a quarter left. I'm blowing my 100 in 5 minutes. I'm going to go play a $5 blackjack and try and make my $100 last longer. So there's a lot of factors going into this. The higher tables, there's hardly any tables. Try and find multiple tables open, or there's a half a table open maybe. And you go to Vegas, they're all eliminating half of these things. So there's a lot of issues going on with craps. The live action. We have bubble craps coming up. They're going up like crazy, and these electronic craps games coming up. I want to talk about that, why those are bad for this live table game. Because we want to make sure it doesn't turn electronic. We don't want the bubble craps. I've gone to 3 bubble craps now. They're putting little ridges here, ridges here. They have a glass part partition here. You have to kind of throw it under like this. That's no way for a control thrower to do it. It's almost like I have all this stuff here. I've made all these videos. I've practiced all this time. And in a couple of years, this game won't even be here. So the article talked really well about casinos are trying to get away from the table game. It's expensive for them, the dealers. But the article talked, a great article talked about what we can do. And I want to kind of steal some of those ideas and share them, because I think the more we share this information and you share what I'm talking about, my passion for it, and tell friends and tell their friends and tell their friends, and get more people on this table and try and make it exciting and fun and easy for people to want to get to the table and play. I'm sick of going to a table and everybody gurs when somebody's trying to sneak in. And I'm the first to do it. Don't get me wrong. My craps crew, we want position 1 and 2. And we don't want somebody walking in and trying to sneak in between us. But on the back end, we should be welcoming, and we should be trying to get people to come and play, because they're going to look at the table. It's already confusing as anything. Right? You went there on the first time you're playing. I don't know where you were. My boss taught me how to play, and it was overwhelming. I just kind of did what she did, and I made a little bit of money. But we have to be better as ambassadors of this game, and each one of us has a responsibility to that. I wish I could be more like my partner on this side of me. He is the craps crew. He is like the ambassador to craps. People walk in, he's welcoming, he talks to them, he wants to teach them, he wants to tell them how to bet and what to do. I love that about him. I'm mad at him about that, because I'm like, shut up, I want to get back to this game. But after reading this article, I'm cheering him. He's the perfect guy to have here. He's my wingman, and he keeps all these people laughing, having fun, making bets. He protects me so I can throw when it's my time, but he's very cordial and inviting to everybody, and we have to take some onus of that ourselves. So join me on my series on the end of table craps. The end of table craps. If we don't do these 7 parts and work hard together as a team, these tables are going to go away. There's going to be electronic bubbles up, and the idea of us being able to try and set for a number and try and throw is going to go by the wayside. That'll all go. It's going to end up on an electronic thing that we can do from home. So let's review what we're going to talk about in our series, the end of table craps. We're going to have a 7-part series which talks about what you can do. We're going to start off with what you can do right off the bat. What dice controllers in general can do. What can regular players do? We're going to talk about dealers and how they are a vital part of this. We're going to talk about the box and the casinos, what we can do to make sure that they're participating to keep craps going. We're going to talk about etiquette, because I think etiquette, there's 100 videos out there about etiquette, but I want to change that up a little bit on what etiquette means to try and keep people on the tables and keep them happy at the tables. And then lastly, the call out. My last one about getting everybody pumped up. Join me to make sure we grow this game the way we're supposed to, and welcoming people. So our 7-part series on the end of table craps. I hope you join us. So join me this series on the end of table craps. And I hope, we don't talk about betting strategy, and I hope you throw for a long, long time. But I really hope I get to see each and every one of you having fun at the casino.